Hi, I'm back. My parents left like 10 minutes ago, and it is now 9:38. Okay, cool. There we go. Yay. Okay. So apparently it either rained or it will be raining because I don't see the spots where I threw up, which is good because that was disgusting, honestly. So yay. But yeah, and then what else is there? Yeah. Oh, I did want to let you know, I know it's a little bit late, but basically in regards to in regards to the kids, it's something, just to clarify, I said like I'll have however many. It's mainly because I don't know if I'm able to have only one or if I'm able to have up to 3 kids. And I say that because I remember talking with one lady, with one lady. So the lady that used to babysit me, her daughter is like 42, and her daughter wanted to have more kids, but she was told that, I don't know why, but she was told that if she tried to have any more kids after they had that one son, that basically it would become a life or death situation. So either her or like the son would end up having problems. So, or like basically it's either this kid lives or this kid dies. So yeah, it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's why it's like, yeah. But yeah, that's why I was like, I'll have as many as possible. I would absolutely love to have kids. So yeah. But what else was there? Yeah, it looks as though you guys had a lot of fun. And then, yeah, and were able to enjoy yourselves. So yeah. I cannot wait to get that fuel pump thing replaced on my vehicle. So that way my vehicle stops shaking. And then also, hopefully I can go above like 65, 70 very easily. That'll be nice. That'll be really, really nice. Also, in regards to the post that was posted, like every knee will bow, including Santa Claus to baby Jesus. I like it. I did appreciate it, and yeah, I thought it was sweet and cute and all that jazz. So yeah. So you and your family had fun, I imagine, and then just like had a riot, like a good time, basically. And yeah, and I imagine that you also enjoyed yourself, so I'm happy about that, and that it was a very enjoyable Christmas, basically. What else was there? And yeah, I'm definitely glad that you and your sibling were able to make it down, and especially to see the family. So yeah. Hey, they lifted up the front part of the fire truck. Yeah, so I'm glad that you and your sibling were able to make it down in order to, like, hang out and see everyone. I noticed that, and it's a good thing. I'm really happy about it. I noticed that, like, if you come down, your sibling comes down, or if, like, your sibling comes down, you come down. And I like how it's planned. It's like, well, you know what, I'll go ahead and see the entire family all at once. So, yeah. And then, I know even though it's, like, 4 hours away, which, in a way, it's not too far, I understand, especially with time and gas and everything, that it can take a while, so yeah. It can take a while to kind of plan and be like, all right, I'm going to come down and visit. So I totally understand that. I do. Because in my case, like, I'm 4 hours away from, like, some places and some people, and it's like, do I have the gas money? Like, that's a huge thing. Do I have the gas money? Do I have, like, other things? So yeah, I'm also proud. Like, I don't know every detail, of course, but I'm also proud of your sibling for being like, no, I'm going to push through and continue pushing on. And it's like, some days you're like, all I can do is survive. And in that case, like, I'm proud of your sibling for being like, I'm going to survive no matter what. So I'm proud of your sibling for doing that, for trying and being like, I'm going to keep pushing through. And, like, keep moving forward even on the days that it hurts and the days that it's emotionally and mentally hard. I also am really curious, like, just in regard, so I noticed your sibling has, like, a 4th kid? Like, how did that happen? I wonder if it's, like, an adoption or, like, a foster, but from what I can tell, that kid's been, like, hanging out for years. So I'm, like, really curious about this now. Like, how did that happen? And, like, how it came to be and everything. So, yeah, I'm really curious about that. What else was there? Yeah, I think that's really cool, especially that the house overall is filled with so much love that it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do, like, this is like adopt or, like, foster an extra kid. So I think that part is really cool. Like, I really, really do. And I'm curious how that came to be. If it was, like, an accident, or, like, if it's like, hey, you know what, I enjoy your house so much, and hey, can I, like, stay with you guys forever? And, like, so yeah, I'm wondering. I've also been following, speaking of fostering, I've been following this guy. He's a single guy, and from what I can tell, I could be totally wrong, he could be dating and she's just not in the video. But he's fostering a kid, or, like, he ended up fostering one kid, and then now he's fostering, like, he's fostered 40 some kids. a single dad, and he's like, the whole goal of fostering is reunification, at least in his case. Because I know some people are like fostering with the, oh, okay. So his goal may be to have like kids, but in his case, because he is fostering, like that's not the goal of one day adopting. Fostering is basically to one day have a stable, safe place for the child, and then basically one day place them back with their family. That's the whole goal of fostering. May not his personal goal, but with fostering, that's their goal. And so I think that's awesome, especially where he's like, we're gonna foster and try and put you back with your family if possible, like once the family becomes safe enough and such. And so like, yeah, I think that's really cool, especially where it's like he's taking care of these kids and he's watching over them and he's like loving on them basically, and just has a normal like father to child. Oh, those are miniature ponies. Sorry, miniature horses, not ponies. They are miniature horses. Like they look. So how I know is because ponies, they're usually like skinnier, and these are like short, bulky horses that are just so adorable. So yeah. Yeah. I think it would be really cool to work with horses, and like, well, I say that because like I want to work, hopefully one day, I don't know when, one day I would like to work with foster kids or like at-risk kids. I think that would be amazing. Like, for example, over in Hershey, well, it's called Hershey, Pennsylvania, but that's not actually the name of it, like the name of the town. Basically, kids from at-risk parts of the country are brought in and they stay in the dorm. And I think that's awesome. Where instead of being like, I'm going to go ahead and join a gang or something, it's like, no, we're going to go ahead and place you in this very like secure place where it's not at risk, where you're at risk for just being like, I'm going to go ahead and destroy everything, and to the point where it's like, no, we're going to place you in a different place, in a safe place. So yeah, I think that's awesome overall. I do. I need to get gas soon. I need to show you my necklace. And then I think once I get back to the dorm, so what it is that I was like, okay, after this I need to go straight back to the dorm because I'm placing all the food in the fridge. I have so much leftover food. Like, I went ahead and ate like half of most of my meals because I was like, I'm not eating that much. And it's because like I'm not that physically active, and because I'm not that physically active, I'm just like not that hungry. And so I'm like, okay, what do I do? So like a majority of my meals, I ended up eating like half of it or a third of it. So for example, yesterday when my mom my mom wanted to go out to eat, but I was like, I need to take a shower, and it's like, and then I ended up not taking a shower, and so my mom, she ended up picking up, because Oriental restaurants are open on Christmas Day, she ended up picking up food and then bringing it over. And so she brought the food over, and basically she got an avocado roll, which was basically rice, slices of avocado, and then with yum yum sauce on top. Well, they said it was strictly rice and avocado, and so she ended up having that. And then in my case, I got shrimp crab meat rolls, which had that, and I think avocado, and I forget what else, and rice, of course, and seaweed. And then she also got a thing of rice and veggies, and then my dad got like pork, like some kind of slightly spicy pork, and I think with rice or something. So he had that, and then so I have that leftovers, and then I ended up yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, I had a croissant sandwich, and it has like egg with cheese, and then it also has, so it has egg with cheese, and what else was the other thing? Egg with cheese and something else. Ham? I don't even like ham though. I can't remember what the other thing. It was meat, some kind of meat, I think. But anyways, so I had that on there, and then, or it might have been sausage, something. What else was there that I had? There was a salad, but I was like, salad after that day is bad. Like it, wilts and... Okay, good. I'm going the right way. Wilts and everything, and it's like 8. But yeah, so I like have all of that in here, and I'm like, I really need to go to back to the dorm and basically I was like, I really need to go back to the dorm and drop stuff off and then pick things up. So yeah. Okay, and then there we go. I park right here. That way I'm a little bit closer. Alright, oh, I'll go ahead and show it to you now since I'm on here and I have good internet. And what it is that I told my parents if they can't get onto it, so I told you about the earlier flight, they're supposed to be leaving out at noon. If they can't make it out, what I'll do is that I'm going to clean up the card naturally, and then like I'll take stuff out, and then I'll go ahead and pick them up from the, what is it called? From the airport, and I'll go ahead, and I was like, we can go for brunch or something. So one sec, I'm going to show you my Christmas present. Okay, so as you know, they gave me a card with my name on it, so hide that away. And then this, I'm like, maybe it's like, this is our Aragot, Organic Wellness. I realize it's like backwards. For combination skin, a unique anti-aging cream for normal to dry skin, reduces the appearance of wrinkles, nourishes the skin, and keeps it moist. Enriched with seaweed extract to restore the skin's natural elasticity, moisturizes and helps smooth wrinkles and fine lines, contains myrrh and frankincense oil that renew and refresh the skin's texture, enriched with powerful antioxidants to maintain fresh, vital, and balanced skin, contains SPF 10 sun protection. So yeah, it's like 8 millimeters. I have not opened this up, but it's like, it looks, so inside of this container is basically like the actual container. So there's that. Soap. It's natural bar soap, pomegranate. You know you're getting an adult when you're just like so thankful for soap. Like everyday stuff. So like soap, shampoo, laundry detergent, dish pans, things like that. Okay. Yay. Okay. Anyways, ingredients: sodium, olivate, coconut oil, palm oil, palm oil, shea butter, castor oil, pomegranate seed oil, and perfume. And, of course, some of it is in Hebrew. Handmade by Mastic Natural Ltd. In Israel, B'nai Yehuda Golan Heights. I could be totally butchering it. Again, it is in Hebrew. And then a cool, like, print. Alright, next thing. Candy. I thought it was, like, whenever I saw it, I was like, it's soap. And then my mom explained. Like, I didn't say that. It smells like soap. It's actually candy. This. Dark Taza chocolate, Mexican-style stone ground chocolate, organic and direct trade vanilla. What's that? Yeah. You know what? It looks all wonky. I realize that everything's backwards for you. So this is what it looks like. This is what this thing looks like. Okay. There we go. This is what this looks like. There we go. Well, this doesn't mean... Okay. The other thing. Another thing of candy, because my parents know I will eat candy. Chocolate and decaf coffee date snack. And I'm looking for the part that's in Hebrew. No, this part I don't think it's in Hebrew. Heck. Okay. No. Oh, no, it was manufactured in Israel, though. So it's that weight 25 grams. So there's that. And the other part. The necklace. Come on, get out. Okay. And then on here it is words. Okay. And then on here it's Hebrew words. So, amen. Okay. And then I am do one of two things. Put this on and then also tell you what that thing says. Yeah, whenever I first pulled it out, like this was not clunk. It was not attached or clasped together. And I was like, death. Oh no. Okay. All right. Amen or amen. Depends whether you're seeing it or if you're saying it. Amen. If God wills it, so shall it be. So be it. Let it be. I acknowledge the one faithful King. 1 3-letter word. I guess amen in Hebrew is 3 letters. Because their vowels, what they do is that they do markings, like either, I guess, above or below, in order to indicate if it's a vowel sound. 1 3-letter word that offers a complete expression of prayer, hope, and acceptance. The multifaceted nature of this outwardly simple, fundamentally Jewish word was whizzing around my brain when I came up with the design for this necklace. It was a moment of midnight silence in the middle of the ceasefire during the few normalesque weeks sandwiched by the bated breath and shattered lives of existential war. Amen. Before this war, Jew hate seemed over, abolished into the annals of history. But no, it was merely a caged beast waiting to be unleashed in all its fury again. If God wills it, so shall it be. We had no idea that our sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, husbands, and wives would be this generation's warriors for the soul of the Jewish people, but they are, so be it. We take our place in history as yet another Jewish generation that insists on our right to exist. This time God has given us the modern state of Israel with courage, numbers, abilities, and fighter jets. like we've never had before. Our role to stop this monster in its tracks. Let it be so. And if this is the task he has planned for us, then we are here to accept it. I acknowledge the one faithful God. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, so I like it. I know a lot of people, just due to the different things that are posted online and on like videos and what was it? Not the objections, not the riots, the protests. I know due to the protests, a lot of people are like, boo Israel, but I'm like, okay, so you're saying that you object to a country trying to get back 200 or so out of its people, and Palestine was more than, like, Israel has tried to negotiate and get their hostages back. And Palestine, for like the past 1.5 to 2 years, has been like, no, we do not want to negotiate. We want to go ahead and kidnap these people and try and strong arm Israel into like giving us land back. And Israel has been like, no, like, we want our people back. And they've tried to negotiate. And at one point, it's all been up to Palestine and to Hamas and whoever else it's all been up to them. Like, they could have negotiated years ago, and they were like, no, we're going to go ahead and kidnap your people and try and strong arm them into submitting to what we want. And in return, like, we'll have thousands of people. Well, we still object to the war. Okay, great. Like, so it's like Palestine had, like, and I know not a lot of people would take that viewpoint. It's like, well, like, they need to stop the war. Okay, like, they could have stopped it years ago, and then they decided to kidnap, or like the terrorist group decided to kidnap people. It's like, okay, like, they initiated it, and then a lot of people are like, oh, how dare they kill thousands of people? Cool. Why haven't they not negotiated peace? Like, really? So, yeah. I did want to say I'm really proud of you overall for, here we go. For basically healing enough where you have the courage to do what you need to do, and where you're like, there we go. I am proud of you for the fact that you've had the courage to do what you've needed to do in order to kind of make things happen. Where you're like, you know what, I've healed enough where you can now, like, propose. I have audiobooks galore. I have so many audiobooks. But yeah, where you've basically healed enough where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and heal enough where I can propose and, like, live life, basically, and interact with people and take care of stuff, and, like, yeah. Okay, here's my key to the class, or to the dorm. But yeah, overall, I'm, like, really proud of you for that, and for healing enough where you can move forward in life, and you're doing overall a lot better. So overall, I am proud of you for that. And you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward and heal. And yeah, major props, because I know, like, there's some people who hold on to that for their entire lives, and it's just very, very poisonous. It really, really is. And, like, some people just never move forward. So overall, like, I'm proud of you for, like, moving forward and healing to the point where you're like, I can propose. So, and yeah, good job. I think that's about it I can think of. Yeah, because I, like, just me knowing you and realizing, like, hey, something's going on. What's going on? Basically. And then you healing enough where you're like, you know what, I can move forward in order to propose and in order to get married. So in that regards, just thinking about that, and it doesn't matter who it's with. I'm just saying, like, I mean, don't get married to the devil. That would be horrible. But I'm saying, like, I'm proud of the fact that you've held enough that you're like, you know what, I have the strength to go ahead and propose. That part I'm proud of you for. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that you've basically grown so much and you've healed enough where you're like, I can do this. So yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day. My neck. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I'll respond as soon as I can. And I will be able to respond throughout today. So yeah, bye. Love you.